What is up, guys? Fredo1 here, and welcome to my live reaction and review for Haikyuu chapter 311, The Sorrow of the End. Alright, guys, so we're very much starting to see what Nekoma's plan is. Their plan pretty much is to target and frustrate Hinata, take Hinata out of the game. Alright, and we're starting to see the effects of it. We're starting to see a lot of the effects that Kenma has. With Hinata going up, when Lev went to block him, Hinata goes up and notice it. Spike got past Lev, but spiked it out. So they're looking like to literally destroy Hinata. Take him out of the game. That gets rid of their greatest decoy, so then he can use, like Tanaka or Asashi or Daichi, and have Hinata kind of always jumping in, going for the big spike as always, as a diversion, right? So it's very interesting to see how is Hinata going to combat this. But anyway, guys, let's get straight into this week's chapter. Let's do this. A thorough destruction of Hinata. Nekoma scores a break. How will Karasuno respond? But there was no choice but to save it. Haikyuu chapter 311, The Sorrow of the End. That's right. If it's something Nishinoya can save, then that's definitely still the best option. There's also a time and place for choosing not to save it. So we've got Nishinoya, so we've got a flashback there. To be marked by the other team is the fate of every ace after all. So Hinata's like, stop making that, guess I'm sorry face of yours. So Sana's cracking the shit, and Hinata's like, well, right now it's not like I'm being targeted by unsalvageable killer serves, nor am I being forced to stop a 3-meter tall giant. Okay? If being targeted by a serve and forced to receive is all there is to it, then I can still do it. Solid jump from a solid runner, if I just try. Alright? So that's Hinata. He's saying, look, I can still do what I need to do. Will that single block point, which was powerful enough to turn the tide of the game, be the catalyst for Nekoma's counterattack? Time out, end. It's currently 15-13, second set for Karasuno. So we've got Kenma, Hinata, they're staring each other off. So we've got Fukunaga's serve. His second serve, he's gone for another float. It's going in between. Got it! So Hinata's received it. Front, so Hinata's taken off. Azumate with the back attack. Alright, so Asashi's gone. Nice kill! She's like, phew. And Hinata's like, yay! It's time to go celebrate. Well, it seems like Nekoma is inching forward slowly but surely. Karasuno's server is also in tip-top form today. So our current rotation, we got Kageyama, Suki, and Asashi. It's Kageyama's serve. That's our back line. And then we've got Tanaka, Hinata, and Daichi in the front line for Karasuno. For Nekoma, their front line is Yamamoto, Heiba, and Kenma. And in the back, they got Kei, Yaku, and Fukunaga. Alright. Nekoma had 3 people fielding Kageyama's serves before. They've increased that number to 4 now. Alright, so it looks like they've dropped 4 people back. Nekoma seems to have fortified their defenders by including their player in the left front position, Yamamoto, in order to fend off this intense serve. They may be slow to get into position on their counterattack, but doesn't matter who it comes to. So Kageyama's gone up for the spike, bang. Seems like he's gone to Fukunaga. He's received. It's gone up. Yamamoto's taking a run. Seems like he's gone in. As long as they can get a clean receive, there shouldn't be any problems. Yamamoto from the left. So everyone's cheering. They're like, Nekoma ended big so Kageyama's turn of serve in one fell swoop. So it's 16-14. Kenma's watching. So it's Kenma's serve. And now, Kozue further pressures them with his serve. So Hinata's going, alright. So Hinata was going for the serve. Daichi receives it. If we can obstruct the strongest decoy, then our blockers will have a much easier time moving around. Even if we don't force Shoyo to take the ball or block his run-up path, it's still good if he can just get them to falter for a moment. Okay, so this is basically what Kenma's plan is. Should I get this one? Should I leave it to the back line or the sideline like that? Right now, Shoyo has an ever-increasing awareness that he must receive. Okay, so basically seeing all the flashbacks and that sort of heightened awareness breeds hesitation, and hesitation breeds a one-step delay. Shoyo's definitely giving it his all at everything, in both receiving and securing run-ups. Okay, so he's basically trying to wear Hinata down mentally. Oh, that's good. However, just because you give it your in everything doesn't mean you can actually do everything. The chaos created by sheer speed in a jump that can hold its own against someone 190 centimeters tall can both fail if you do just a single step too slow. Let's dull that overwhelming presence of his. Even if we can only reduce it to 99%, it's still enough to ruin everything. So they're basically saying to basically stop Hinata, you just need to stall him a little bit. Even just one step slower is enough to cause enough chaos to shut him down. I mean, Kageyama simply has zero interest in a Shoyo who can't jump at 100%, right? So they're like, ah. So he's gone up, he set it to Tanaka, bang. He spiked it, but it's been blocked and it's gone out. Out. I think our blockers made a solid attempt. So we've got some more chanting. Namai, Kenma, you like to talk all valiant like the hero who wants to take down a powerful boss. But no offense, you sound more like the Demon King in reality. I like that's coming from Kuro. I think you're scaring the whole thirsties a bit. It's not necessarily a bad thing though. So that's what they're saying in the time. Yeah, like, yeah, you're not really a hero. You're more like the Demon King. You know, just freaking the hell out of people. I like it because Kenma is very much like that. So they're going for this. For the thing, we've got just some more match play. Neko has put a stop to Tanaka's serves too. It's 17-15. Haiba's serve. Alright, so the current rotation, we've got Haiba, Kenma, and Fukunaga in the back line for Nekoma, Yamato, Kai, and Kuro in their front line. For Karasuno, we've got Hinata, Daichi, and Atsushi in the front, Tanaka, Kageyama, and Suki at the back. Alright, so we've got going up to number 6. So we're aiming at a spot behind Hinata. Alright. Okay. Did Lev understand what we're going for? The last serve Lev aimed at the back was easily safe, but I had expected as much. Okay. Shoyo does a lot more attacks when he's on the right, because he tends to switch places with Samuraku. Front serve court receives. However, today, Shoyo is standing in a place where he knows he needs to brace himself for receives, while also knowing that he's getting specifically targeted. When he comes in to attack from the right, he secures a big run-up from the outside. That's why we use I've got this. Alright, so it's coming to Hinata. So Tanaka's there and receive. Ryunosuke to obstruct Samurakun's and Shoyu's path. Okay, so they got Tanaka said basically he's limiting the run-up that Hinata can use. Okay. So it has to go, damn, one touch. So actually, we haven't managed to stop the Shrimpy in his tracks for good, but this is the first time I've started to think that Shrimpy's presence is weak. That's coming from Kuro saying, look, I'm not falling. His presence isn't as powerful as it used to be. Okay? Things must be playing out even better than Kenma initially expected them to. A chance ball for Nekoma. Who will the ball go to? Don't forget about me. Alright. So it looks like it's gone up. It's gone. I think it's gone to Lev. A back attack from Haiba Lev. Nekoma 17-16. Nekoma breaks yet again. This is the first time we've seen Haiba-kun back attack, isn't it? I've told you over and over. Do not just spring up on me like that. Kagame's like, don't do that. I don't like it. I like that. It was a success though. Damn, they had a back attack. And it was level for people. Just keep that in mind and chill out, chill out. So Hinata's just literally looking at Kenma. He's staring Kenma down. He goes, all right, well, one more. High burst serve, second serve. Out. So it's going out and like, yeah. Right? So it's 18-16. So it's Hinata's serve with Tanaka and Kageyama in the back line. And we've got Daichi, Asashi, and Suki in the front. Then we've got Kuro, Kai, Yamamoto for their front line with Fukunaga, Kenma, and Yaku in their back line. Hinata Shoyu now rotates to the back line. Okay. Karazuno's small point getter falls to the back line without scoring a single point this time round. Everything went according to plan. So why are you making a face like that? I'm lamenting that the interesting version of Shoyu is about to come to an end. Okay? Even if they scored a break on us, we're still 2 points in the lead. Everyone is probably tired, but our team morale is still good. However, this is the first time I've ever seen Hinata make such a face during a match. No match, just killing some time. Not really, just normal, I guess. So this is a flashback to when they first met. So he's like, Hinata's like dead set, just staring Kenma down. Stay interesting. Feeling of frustration begins to show. Ooh, I love the face on Hinata there. It's just like, fuck, he's getting pissed, he's getting annoyed, and Kenma's like not even looking at him. I love it. So Hinata's like full on staring him down, and Kenma's not even acknowledging him. Dude, that's going to piss him off even more. But anyway, guys, just hang on a second. We'll jump straight into the review. Alright, guys, so chapter 311 of Haikyuu, The Sorrow of the End. Alright, guys, so pretty much the main plan is because Kenma has realized Kageyama won't use Hinata unless Hinata's jumping at 100%. Right? And even Kuro has started to notice that the presence that Hinata has. Hinata has a massive presence on the court. For someone so small, he just has that knack of getting people's attention. Getting the blockers' attention, getting them to come follow him because he's always jumping at his best. Kenma has realized that Kageyama won't use him unless Hinata is jumping at 100%. So even if it's at 99%, Kageyama won't use him. And we saw that within this week's chapter, right? So everything Kenma was doing was to basically block Hinata from getting a good, solid runner. Using guys like Tanaka, Daichi, using people just to get in Hinata's way to basically not allow him to get the speed needed to create the jump, to get the receipt, to get the set, so you could spike it over. So we saw Asashi, we saw Tanaka, we saw these guys doing the majority of the spikes. And this was the first time where Hinata went through the entire front line and did not score a single point. And from what we saw, he didn't even get to spike the ball, right? And the biggest thing that was very much set up where Hinata's at his most dangerous when he's on the right side is what they got Lev to serve just in behind him, which caused Tanaka to come in behind to receive the ball, which blocked off Hinata's path to get around to basically create the run-up. So if Hinata had received the ball, sent it back to Kageyama, he could have come back a few steps and then bang, gun it with his speed to get the initial run-up for the jump and possibly get the spike off. But because Tanaka had come in, bang, he basically blocked that path, right? So then it's forcing them to actually go to other people. And even when Kuro is saying, look, this is the first time where I feel like his presence is actually weak, right? And then we got another part where we got Kenma, Kuro goes, look, that went a lot better than what you expected. And Kenma goes, I'm just lamenting because I think the interesting part of Shoyo is about to end, right? And we also see the manager, she's basically saying, I've never, in all the games he's played where he's been shut out and all that, I've never seen Hinata make that face during a game. A face of pure frustration. He's pissed, he's annoyed, he's frustrated because he can't spike. Kenma knows how much he loves to spike, he knows how much he loves to fly, and they're clipping his wings. That is Nekoma's whole plan, and by doing that, it's creating a little bit of chaos within Karasuno, and it's frustrating Hinata. So the question is going to be, how is Hinata going to combat this? Is Hinata going to go to that next level? Or is he going to have to get subbed out and he's going to have to be like, there's nothing I can do? He knows they're targeting him. They're forcing him to receive, which means he's like a step slower than what he normally would be. They know that. They understand that, and they're constantly adapting to Karasuno's movements to force Hinata to do specific things, right? And then we see on the final page, and I think this is brilliant. I love how this is done. Normally, every time Hinata and Kenma come near the net, they always face each other off. They always eye each other off. This is the first time where Hinata is full on staring at Kenma, and Kenma doesn't even acknowledge him. And then the face on Hinata is brilliant. It's one of sheer frustration, annoyance. It's just like he's pissed. He's boiling. He's like, crap, I'm nothing. I'm being literally shut out of this game. There is nothing I can do. He can't even think. He's so focused on receiving that he's stuck. He doesn't know what he needs to do to break this cycle. And that's just a lot to do with Kenma, his plan, and how he's setting everything up, and how well he knows Kageyama as well. So this is showing a lot of strategy. He's not just targeting Hinata, but by targeting Hinata, he's also targeting the rest of the team so that Kuro and the others can go in and start blocking against Asashi, against Tanaka, Daichi, and all of them. So by taking Hinata and causing Hinata's presence to somewhat reduce quite a fair bit, it's frustrating Hinata. So I'm really curious about what Coach Ukai is going to do. Is he going to say, all right, Hinata, go chill for a second. Let's see what they're doing. Let's tinker with what we got. And then we'll throw you back in once we got an idea of how to break this cycle. So I think Kenma's overall goal is to basically get Hinata taken out of the game, right? Completely just put onto the bench, just sit there to cool his jets, right? I think that's what Kenma's overall goal is, because he knows how much of a threat Hinata can actually be. So I think what's going to happen is Hinata's going to start seeing, then they'll start playing differently. He's like, all right, they're doing this. They're limiting my run up. They're forcing me to receive. And when I'm not receiving, they're blocking my path by using my teammates to receive the ball in very specific areas. How can I counter this to a way where I can still get my, if I have to receive, I receive, but I still get a good, solid, full run up and a full jump, so I'm jumping at 100%. Because we know Kageyama won't use him even if he's at 99%, right? So this is going to really test Hinata, and I like where they're going with this. It's like, all right, Hinata's always found a way because he's enjoyed it. It's been fun, but no one's ever truly shut him down to the point where he literally is just a man on the court. He's just on the court, receiving. He's not really doing much else. His presence is not affecting Nekoma. He's not spiking the ball. He's just receiving every once in a while. And the question is going to be now, how's this going to go down? How is Hinata going to handle this? Because we know that even against all the other teams like Shirotoizawa, Inarizaki, no one really truly shut him down. Like, they put a lot of pressure on him and stuff like that, but no one ever specifically targeted Hinata in such a way where they limited him to so much. They've just literally thrown the shackles on him and clipped his wings. No one has ever really done that. But Inarizaki definitely went after Nishinoya and like Daichi in the defensive aspects. They never really went after Hinata. So this is Hinata's first true challenge as into how am I going to overcome this? How am I going to truly fly? Yeah, because at the moment, Nekoma have clipped his wings. Hinata can't fly at the moment. They've grounded him. They've captured him. They've caged him. They're like, all right, we know you're going to get out here and there, but we also know that we've done enough to pretty much limit you enough that you're not going to be so powerful anymore. So it's going to be very interesting to see where Coach Ukai and Karasuna go with this and how Hinata is going to handle it, especially in that last page with Kenma literally ignoring Hinata, not even staring at him. We saw that quite a few times in this chapter. Hinata staring at Kenma the entire time, and Kenma just blatantly not even looking back. Not even looking at him, not even acknowledging him. Basically saying, look, I feel like the interesting part of Shoujo is coming to an end. So it's like he's losing interest in Hinata. So this has been a really solid chapter, guys. So overall, guys, for this chapter, the art was solid. This was actually a really, really good chapter. Even though not a lot actually happened, there was a ton of good stuff. Strategically, within Kenma and Hinata, there was a lot of really good things. We're starting to really see the toll that this is taking on Hinata. For the first time, we're actually seeing Hinata getting shitty, getting pissed off, getting frustrated because he knows he's being targeted. He also knows that they're clipping his wings and they're slowly but surely condensing his movements to the point where he's going to become utterly useless. Question is, can Hinata break out of it? That's the question we need to find out. So overall, guys, for this chapter, I'm going to give it 4.5 stars. Absolute brilliant chapter. Not super hype chapter, not a super hype chapter, but still a very damn good chapter. A chapter worth reading, in my opinion. Anyway, guys, that is all for me. Let me know in that comment section below what you guys thought. Did you like it? Didn't like it? All that kind of jazz. And as always, smash that thumbs up. Be greatly appreciated. Of course, if you haven't subscribed, smack that subscribe button. It's completely and totally free. And you know we all like that free shit. And it also helps the channel to grow. And as always, guys, I'm Farino1. You guys are awesome. And I'll catch you guys with another live reaction and review. Peace. Run away!